Hello everyone, Mary from Energy Girl here with a video for balancing your earth element. Now, the earth element is this is the fourth of the 5 element series that I have. I'm balancing the elements. 5 elements being in traditional Chinese medicine, one of the ways that we can get sick, we can get better using our elements. We have all 5 within us, but usually there's a primary or a secondary element that run our personalities, our stress response, pretty much run our lives. So the earth element governs the stomach and spleen meridians, meridians being energy highways. It's like any highways, you've got energy that can become congested or blocked, or traffic or energy can even flow in the wrong direction, which is not going to be good for any of us, right? That's when physical and mental and emotional symptoms all start to develop. So emotions are also correlating to earth, meaning worry is a big one. The over-involvement is another one. People who are meddlesome in other people's lives. The positive spin to earth would be sympathy, or that nurturing, caretaking role. Unless it's out of balance, it can be really taking care of others, but not taking care of self. No sympathy, no self-care. Everything, is about others and not self. Earth element is probably out of balance. So bringing earth in, decrease worry, bringing in more self-care, self-love. Also in the world of energy, the earth element governs the blood and lymph system. So if you have blood disorders, bleeding disorders, lymph system, immune system, because spleen is all about immune system, stomach, digestive, balancing this earth element is going to be helpful. So the first thing we do is called cradling the baby. This exercise is one where we're also going to address one of the foundational rules of energy, which is that energy needs space to move. So the spleen meridian runs from the outside of the great toe all the way up to our side here. So what we're going to do in this next exercise called cradling the baby is address making space and bringing in more self-love. You can either do this with the hands to the solar plexus or to your, like crossing your arms, so you're giving yourself a hug and you're just rocking. We're cradling the baby, but in this case, the baby is ourselves. We're giving ourselves some love, some compassion, some sympathy. Everything that we keep giving to others, we're sharing with ourselves. We're just rocking. Now we do the energy breath with this. It's in through the nose and out through the mouth. But we're going to bring in the energy sound, which really touches on the emotional aspect of earth, which is sort of an exhale through the back of your throat. We're going to in through the nose. Now you can do this as long as feels good. You can rock for as long as feels good. There is a separate standalone video of cradling the baby because it is so wonderful just as a standalone for people who need to bring a little bit more self-love. But we're going to move on to the second part of this exercise of cradling the baby, and that's stretching. We're stretching our arms, pulling the whole side of our body, really bringing in energy. And stretch the other side, really bringing in, making space within that spleen energy for it to move all around. Now the last part is to hang down where your hands are at the arches of your feet, underneath the arches. As you pull up on those arches underneath your feet, feeling it in your back. Take a couple of deep breaths. Then we're going to trace the spleen meridian up from the outside of the great toe, the inside of our legs, up, around, your heart, bringing in that self-love, self-compassion. Now, another exercise is called the butterfly. We're going to take our hands and put each palm at the armpits, and we're just going to hold here with our thumbs outside, really working that point of in between the shoulder, where the shoulder meets the torso. And we're just going to hold. So this is not addressing the heart, or not addressing earth so much as it is addressing the heart. So we've got the heart meridian that starts at the armpit and comes off the fifth finger. We're really tapping into heart energy here. Got our arms crossed with the heart chakra, bringing in a whole bunch of heart energy to ourselves. Love, compassion, trust. It's called the butterfly. You can kind of see where it looks like. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is work on the neurolymphatic system. The neurolymphatics, the lymph system helps to clear toxins out of the body. But it also helps energize the body when you clear out all the gunk, right? So the stomach and spleen neurolymphatics are what we're going to work. Stomach actually has two parts of our body that are associated with stomach lymph. And if you find that point where your shoulder meets your torso, and then move over a little bit so you're actually on your torso, that's the first stomach point we're going to work on. And we're just going to massage these points, put a little bit of pressure, and move them. Just, again, soreness and congestion is going to mean energy is congested, where you really need this then. And you can tap them as well, but I really like the massaging better. I feel like I'm being more productive with these. And then the second stomach point is actually along the left breast area. It's underneath, sort of where the bra line is, from the middle here, under the nipple line, all the way over to the ribs. So we're just massaging that area, breaking up any energetic congestion that's in the lymph system, clearing toxins away. And then in that same area, we're going to work the spleen points. So if you find the end of the diaphragm, or where the ribs start here and start to come along this way, right where your ribs are very prominent, right at the edge of the rib cage. Those are your spleen lymphatic points, and we're going to really work those. Or tap them. Again, whichever feels better. So the next energy system we're going to use to balance the earth element are source points. Now, source points are specific acupressure points on those meridians, stomach and spleen, that are master points, right? They talk directly to the whole meridian. They send energy directly to the organ. So if you have stomach or spleen issues, spleen especially with immune system, any autoimmune really needs to work on spleen. Digestive issues, of course, for stomach. But we're going to work on these points, both of which are on the feet for stomach and spleen. So the stomach points, you can see here, this blue sticker I have, starts at the second toe and just come up to the point where you're right next to this bone that's prominent in the top of most people's feet. Couple, I'd say maybe 3 inches, 2 or 3 inches, depending on the size of your foot. Stomach 42, that's the acupressure point. So if you're working stomach, you're just going to hold them on both feet at the same time, really balancing the stomach energy, giving the stomach a little extra energy to deal with something. Perhaps you just ate a big meal, if you've got heartburn, reflux, stomach energy. Okay, you want to hold for a minute or so. And then we're going to work on spleen. So spleen 3, this point here, is just below the bunion. Whether you have a bunion or not, it's the base of the great toe, right? So wherever, just below that joint there, And again, you can hold them at the same time, really working the spleen points. And you'd hold this for about a minute. Or if you want to talk directly to the earth element, be an overachiever, hold the stomach and spleen on each foot at the same time. Talking directly to the earth element itself. Through the elements, or through the organs, I'm sorry. Stomach 42 and spleen. Now the last energy system that we're going to use to help balance the earth element is the neurovascular. Now, neurovascular points are points on the head that correspond or energetically connect to specific organs and energy systems. So what we're doing with the stomach, or the earth, I should say, the earth is hitting stomach points, which are their cheekbones. So you put your thumbs just under the cheekbones and push in a little bit, and then their fingers to the forehead. Now this, again, 2 to 3 minute hold. Feel free. You can hold for as long as you want, but at least for a minute. This is neurovascular for earth, and you're not really talking to stomach spleen specifically, as you're really targeting the element of earth. I do have a 5-element balancer video that is showing the neurovasculars on all 5 elements, which is handy to keep all 5 elements in balance using the neurovascular system. This is just the one for the earth. Now lastly, we're going to do a hookup. So we're going to take our middle fingers, one inside the belly button, on top if you have an outie belly button, and then the other one at the third eye or in between the eyebrows. And we're going to push in a little bit and lift up. So now the hookup, this is part of the daily energy routine. If you haven't heard of that, check out, it's probably one of the first videos I put up there. So daily energy routine, great for overall energy balance. And it's great for resetting and clearing the nervous system. But why we're doing it here is because it helps keep the corrections that we've just made. And we just hold for maybe 30, 45 seconds. There's also an extra video I have called Hookups Extra Strength, which includes this plus several other hookup positions. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, everyone. For more information on Earth Element, I also have an Earth Element blog on my website, energygirl2020.com. And as always, likes, comments, subscribes, greatly appreciated, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.